Okay, look.
Alright, the title of this one is Stop Being Poor.
It got 1 million views.
I'm not calling you poor. I'm not calling you poor.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
But in my head, sometimes you gotta give it to him like aggressively. Stop being poor.
Exactly.
Get up your ass and get in your
I
bag.
feel like sometimes people have like a poor mentality.
You're the reason you're stuck where you're at. It's based on your choices.
And you can make changes.
You feel me? So sometimes you do gotta be that aggressive and let people know, like, get off your fucking ass. I don't know who needed to hear this, but hopefully that motivate you enough to like, let me just
start
get up.
something.
You feel me? Like, come on now.
Start being poor.
But this is Stop Being Poor, Your Mom's House highlights with Andrew Tate.
Oh, hi. Don't bring anyone mother to this.
The mother the fucking dead! You know the problem with this whole
Hold up,
space?
what you about to say?
Is his name Cobra?
I don't know.
Okay.
But I was gonna say, y'all, like, what is Your Mom's House? Like, not even.
It seems
sounds
like a
crazy.
podcast.
Yeah, but it's like, I've never heard of this ever in life.
I mean, until Andrew Tate got on there.
You know?
They're probably, I mean, they look older, no shade, but I'm just saying, like, they're probably
an older crowd.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Talk about
Because I kind of accidentally...
the shit.
Presidency. No shade.
The
No
next
shade.
Senate.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, no shade.
You know the problem with this whole space? Because I kind of accidentally got thrown into this whole red pill girl pickup space. And I don't really think
Red
I'm there so
pill.
much. I
You
really...
it's that red pill, blue pill. I don't know how to
For
explain
like
it.
the Matrix. Like you
Basically.
see, like you see the real world for what it is, or you stay in the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, you know.
and focus on masculine excellence, because a lot of the dudes in that space are trying to compensate massively. Like, there's only so much game you can learn if you're clearly a fucking dork, right? When a nerd comes to me and goes, I'm a total nerd, I want to learn game. Like, bro, you need to learn more than game. Because you look like a bitch. My girlfriend would beat the fuck out of you.
Okay. Did I know, like, what he is saying makes so much sense, because just like, you can have all the game or the right pickup line, I guess, but it's, to me, it's more so how you carry yourself.
Because at face value, like he said, you like a bitch.
Yeah, it's how you carry yourself. And yeah, no, you can't just be a goofy either. Like,
nah, it's just like
it's much more.
You gotta have repertoire.
There's different layers to this shit.
Because you can't be out here looking soft saying you pick up people. Because it don't go so far. You feel me?
Bro, you need to learn more than game. Because you look like a bitch. My girlfriend will beat the fuck out of you.
How do you help that guy?
But he already knows the answers. How you help him is to tell him the truth, because he already knows what he needs to do. He's just not doing it.
So what does he have to do? Just make a ton of money and
It's not even about money.
be successful and powerful?
It's not even about money.
He's got to grow a backbone to begin
You
with.
gotta grow a backbone, and you can do that by, if you improve your physicality, you usually improve your mentality along with it. And men are expected to be wise and interesting. You need stories. You're not gonna have stories unless you're taking risks. You need to get some balls. You need to get some balls and live life.
Go outside your comfort zone.
You know what? Like, I really, you know how you guys had like Kevin Samuels, now it's like Andrew Tate, and whoever may come after him. Where are the ladies at? Like, where are the women that are successful, that are like, bitch, get the fuck up and do this?
You could be that person. You could be that person.
I gotta take risks.
You gotta take risks.
I gotta grow balls.
Hell yeah, don't be a bitch.
I gotta have stories.
Come on now. Yeah, like,
I'm gonna just take all of Andrew Tate's advice and apply it to
just flip it.
myself.
Flip it for women. Flip it for women. Like, look, y'all. Come
Oh
on,
my
y'all.
gosh.
You gotta be that person. Look, Chanel's your next advocate. Stop playing with him, y'all.
I've been crowned.
You big crowd. Come on now, here we go.
And men are expected to be wise and interesting. You need stories. You're not gonna have stories unless you're taking risks. You need to get some balls. You need to get some balls and live life. I told him, man, go get on the train in Portugal and ride it for 3 weeks all the way to Singapore and think about what a fucking punk you are. And at least you'll end it with some stories.
Yeah.
And what the fuck? Like, you have plenty of time to reflect on what a bitch you are. Go into the bathroom and look in the mirror, look deep in your eyes and say, yeah, I wouldn't fuck me either. But what do you want?
This nigga's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah, this is a turn up. This a turn up Andrew Tate I be seeing. This dude is crazy. Yo, but it's just like sometimes you gotta do what you gotta
marinate on it.
Like, look at your eyes and let yourself know you a bitch.
Oh my
God. Look deep into your eyes, cause you know you are. You don't want to admit it.
Like, just call yourself a loser.
Like, you know.
So basically, like, do you break yourself down to build yourself up?
Basically, you know that episode of like SpongeBob. I'm ugly and I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm ugly and I'm proud. Just scream that shit. You gotta appreciate it first.
You gotta accept it.
Like I'm a bitch.
And then you do something about it.
Now go balls. Go live life.
Damn.
Like, yo, we only a minute in.
Jeez.
He spit crazy knowledge.
Look deep in your eyes and say, yeah, I wouldn't fuck me either. Like, what do you want me to do? What game do you want?
Wait,
You're scrawny as a motherfucker. Like, what do you want me to do?
He has to look deep into his own eyes.
Yeah, no. You have to look deep into your own eyes. And say, I would never fuck you. Never. And that needs to change. That's actually my brother's saying. My brother.
Look deep into your own eyes.
My brother wakes up.
That's hateful as fuck, dude. I was like, nah.
My brother wakes up, and before we train, he hands me a cigar and a whiskey. And he goes,
Oh my
he gives me this whiskey, and he goes, go to the mirror, look deep into your own eyes, offer that man a drink.
That's really funny.
That's fantastic.
So, but my point is, a lot of these guys are absolutely not really delusional. And masculine excellence is genuinely the mental origin for all these things, right? You have to be very, very realistic of who you are and what you're aiming.
Well, let me tell you, this era does not want masculine excellence. I'm raising 2 little boys right now, and I don't want them fucking weenie-fied.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of the reason I love Texas.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's not.
Weenie fighting?
Weenie-fied. They don't want to weenie. They don't want to work in that weenie hut junior and not like that.
Yeah.
Like you want them at the chum bucket, like fighting. Not really, but you know, it's just like.
Those are the kind of men she wants to raise.
Yeah, because it's like, this generation, bro.
It's sensitive.
It's soft.
But I feel like, yes, you can take people's emotions into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just like, bro, like
toughen up.
Like chill. Like, it's not that serious.
Like
I understand your feelings were hurt, this and that. You can talk about it, express yourself rather than like holding it in. But at the end of the day, you gotta let that shit go.
Honestly.
Or else it's just gonna like simmer in you.
Cause it's gonna make you be stuck where the fuck you at. Like mentally, yo. Like, it's wild.
Excellence. I'm raising 2 little boys right now, and I don't want them fucking weenie-fied.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of the reason I love Texas.
Yeah, because it's hard. It's not easy because every single one of us, to some degree, is an empty vessel. We're all programmed.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as escaping the slave mind. You must just, to some degree, understand who is programming you and understand if you really want those characteristics. Most people are repeating opinions. And I'm saying, where did you get that opinion from? They can't remember where they got it from. They don't know who you told them. They don't know why they so fervently believe it. They're just told they're programmed. You need to genuinely analyze your brain, defrag every single opinion you strongly have and identify where it came from and if that person has your best interest at heart. And what they're trying to do, especially with young men, is program them, because we're all empty vessels. And what you have to do as an adult, as a parent, is to program your child stronger.
He's right about empty vessels. Like,
no, for sure.
You only know what you know.
And we take in information. We're like sponges.
Yes.
So it just depends on what's gonna stay with you and what is just gonna go in one ear and not the other.
Honestly, and it is kind of on you to, like, once you like learn how to like differentiate like somebody else's opinion versus your own opinion, then it's like, okay, now you kind of maneuver through life and shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? This shit's crazy.
What they're trying to do, especially with young men, is program them, because we're all empty vessels. And what you have to do as an adult, as a parent, is to program your child stronger than all of society. It's not an easy job, because all of society, from the YouTube videos to the TV shows to the school, every single thing is trying to program them in one direction. You have to combat that, and that's not an easy job. And if you just sit there and get lazy about it, you will fucking lose. We're all programmed. All of us are programmed to some degree. So it's a scary thing. That's what this fat fuck. He's delusional. Yeah. He's delusional on every level, and you need to hold yourself accountable. The reason I talk about women the way I do is because I hold myself such a high standard as an individual. I don't make mistakes. I'm a professional. I know exactly how to act and exactly what to do. I do not need a woman to motivate me, to be my mother, to convince me to put the video games down. Please stop smoking weed. everything I've done fantastic. I've done completely and utterly by myself. I did it without you. My life's amazing in every single possible metric. Now I'm going to allow you to join it, and therefore you're going to bend to my reality and my will. That's not me being arrogant and a psycho. That's me just being completely realistic about my achievements as an individual.
That's a pretty good case.
Cobra, I am exhausted.
I'm not even gonna lie. He may motivate you.
He's a like motivating factor. You
Because
feel me?
him saying like he didn't need somebody to be like, put down the video games, put down the weed, do this, and he did it by himself. It's like, okay, already mentally you're strong.
Yes.
You have a strong mindset. And then, all right, now I'm joining you. Now I'm seeing how you're moving. Obviously, you're gonna adapt.
Yeah.
You know?
Like with the basically, especially somebody that's like holding themselves to that high of a standard. It's like, well, I can't be the weak link.
No.
I can't be with you, and I'm just so down.
Okay, let's say me and him start dating. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's getting up at 4 a.m. to go to the gym. Already started his day.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping till 9. I wake up and I see that he's gotten so many things already done.
You like?
I want to be like, babe, wake me up. When you go on your run, wake me up. Like put the alarm higher.
Yeah.
Or something. Like,
I want to go too.
I want to run. I want to go to the gym too at 4 a.m.
It's just like basically it's like especially when it's your person, you kind of be them.
And then that's what he was talking about in another video. Like basically, you kind of like, I don't know how he said it, but you kind of become your partner.
Yeah.
Like the things that he may watch, you'll start watching. You'll start reading. You'll start, and it's true because it's like a partnership. It's a union.
It's a whole union. Like you move as one.
That's
you feel
crazy.
me? But it's crazy because like people will sit here and like only see the negative side of Andrew Tate, but don't have that understanding mindset. Not saying everything he says is factual. Is he be talking about his ass a lot of times, but when he be popping his shit, he be popping his shit.
Like that, I'd agree with. Though.
You feel me?
Like
come on.
In my will. That's not me being arrogant and a psycho. That's me just being completely realistic about my achievements as an individual.
That's a pretty good case.
Cobra, I am exhausted. What woman can keep up with you? You're so much energy.
That's why I have a few.
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm a nice guy.
You're very intense.
Yeah, I'm a nice guy. I'm like, listen, you've had your, tomorrow, boom.
He's like, when one can't keep up, the other one will.
that's why I have a few.
Like, come on.
This guy.
But I spread them out. And that's me being kind.
Do you train every day?
Every day.
And it's just it's just part of your routine.
It's part of now I don't fight professionally anymore, but now it's just part of my routine. Just 45 minutes, an hour, whatever in the morning.
Yeah.
Just to, it's part of my
Pilates, what do you do?
Pilates.
Come on.
Pilates. Well, I live with my brother and my cousin.
Yoga.
I live with my brother and my cousin. I try to beat one of them up, but if we spar all the time, you get injuries or whatever. So I'll lift weights, or we'll push the sled around or whatever. Or we'll find something to do. But I train every day. Yeah.
Do y'all want to see him fight Jake Paul?
I think that'll be a good fight. Do you think that's why Jake Paul is kind of like on his head?
Well, yeah.
Is that what it is?
When Jake Paul has his eye on somebody, he's gonna troll the fuck out of him. Jake Paul knows how to move the internet. Like either him or Logan.
Like I seen him talking about him and basically calling him corny, and I was just like,
it's a setup.
I would have thought that you liked him.
It's a setup. It will make for a good fight.
I would want to see this fight.
It'll make for a good fight.
But then who would you have your money on?
If he trains for real, Andrew Tate. But if he don't train, he's going blind, Jake got it.
Yeah.
You seeing him be champion and everything like that, and seeing him actually fight for real.
But would they do boxing or kickboxing?
That's the thing. Like if it's boxing and he trains, he got it. Cause kickboxing, damn near come on. But I don't think Jake will kickbox at all. I think he's too. I'd say he's a punk, but he will not kickbox.
Well, Andrew gotta just take him to kickboxing.
So
he got the upper hand.
Or if they both do UFC, because neither one have done it before. That'd be a good fight.
Damn.
You feel me? So comment down below. Do you think Jake Paul and Andrew Tate would make a good fight? And if so, who would win?
But if we spar all the time, you get injuries or whatever. So I'll lift weights, or we'll push the sled around or whatever. Or we'll find something to do. But I train every day. Yeah.
But yeah, he had a good thing. I think I was going to say, this is Lord Fessmilker. I think he has one more thing here.
I strive for fucking perfection.
Oh,
Sorry, perfection.
he's stealing
You
from
must
us.
be under 120 pounds for starters, period. You were over 120 pounds. You were drunk on top of that. I just suck on my cock a little bit just because I'm a good sport. I don't need fucking force in this neck. I do not want to get on somebody that's not fucking solid. At least fairly solid.
So
I like him.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away.
I thought to invite him out to Romania. Let's go pimping, G. Can I have
Who is he?
I don't know. He like turned the camera to the laptop, and then the next thing he was shirtless.
Oh my god! Like, was he shirtless the whole time?
No, I don't think so.
I'm just gonna go back and see if he was shirtless.
120 pounds.
Looked like he
You
had a
were
white
drunk on
shirt.
top of that.
You
I
said
just suck on my cock a little bit just because I'm a good sport.
Wait,
I don't need fucking force in this neck.
maybe it was the light.
it's a light. It's
Maybe
a
it
light.
was the light.
Like,
He was shirtless the whole time.
it's just like,
What the fuck?
whose man's is this?
Fairly solid.
So
I like him.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he passed away.
I thought to invite him out to Romania. Let's go pimping, G. Can I have 2 more coffees, please?
He said
Oh, he had to fucking ask.
Again?
That was supposed to be what?
Prompted.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of delusion in this space. And it's not just these guys. There's loads of guys. And I have a load of guys who are credible in this space who like invite me on and stuff. And I sit there, listen to the things they want from a woman. And they don't understand the reality. The reality of the world is that beautiful women have all the choices in the world. If they have all the choices in the world and you're not competitive, how the fuck are you going to pull it off with a bit of game? We also talk about money. I want to make something clear about money. Getting rich is probably the worst thing that can happen to the majority of men. Most men are not ready for money. And I say this because I was broke for a very long time, lived a very difficult life, and then became rich. That's why I am. Because money...
For the ones that don't know, like, even at like 21, even when he was fighting, he was like homeless and shit. Like Tristan, his brother, would wait for people to like just get rid of their buckets of KFC, and he take out the pieces that they eat off of, and so him and his brother have food to eat type shit. Like it was just like that.
They started from the bottom.
Bottom. Like, so if you think you're not where you're supposed to be at, and you're at 21, like, remind you, he was broke. Now he is fucking, like, he don't gotta think about money at all. But also, being broke and rich is kind of like a mindset thing.
Thing that can happen to the majority of men. Most men are not ready for money. And I say this because I was broke for a very long time, lived a very difficult life, and then became rich. That's why I am. Because money amplifies. So if you're the man first, and then you get rich, you're the man.
Yeah.
If you're a punk, and then you get rich, now you're a massive punk.
We were just talking about this before you came. Like,
Thanks.
wow.
Thanks, my friend.
We were just talking about
It happens with crypto kids, right? I had one kid come to me, some 20-year-old kid who caught pump, some stupid coin, whatever. He made $86 million.
Jeez.
And he came to me and he was like, Tate, I need your help. That I had $86 million, blah, my life's still shit. It's like, yeah, because now you're just a sugar daddy to a bunch of hoes who don't give a fuck about you, and you're a robbery target.
You're a trick. You're a trick.
Like, they don't like you for you.
You're a trick.
You're using your money to get them to come to you, and they don't give a fuck about you.
At all.
Like, at all in the slightest.
I feel like that's why I'll be trying to tell people, like, bro, like, you don't have to, like, how would you even know if someone genuinely even rocks with you? Like, if
You
you're just
know?
like this, like
You wouldn't, because
don't.
you pay, like, literally, you paying for them to be with you. Like,
it's like prostitution.
in the whole, it's literally like prostitution, because it's like, even though he said game could only go so far. You feel me? So it's just like, even with game, it's just like, okay, well, what else? What else do you have of value? Like,
Just
what
the
else?
money.
Like, come on now.
That I had $86 million, my life's still shit. It's like, yeah, because now you're just a sugar daddy to a bunch of hoes who don't give a fuck about you, and you're a robbery target, and you're just hiding.
Yeah.
And like your life's over now. Like, you should have been the man first. You could have been a big G first. You can't even fucking pull a firearm. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, that's the worst thing that could happen to you, because you're never going to want to work hard. You're never going to want to network. You're never going to learn the skills. Before the modern period of wealth creation, because in Hustlers University, I teach people how to make money fast. Anybody. I teach you how to make as much money as you possibly can quickly. But in the old way, the old world, the only way you could make money was by talking to people, networking, sales, influence, all these things you learn lessons along the way. By the time you had the money, you learned a lot about life.
Yeah.
But now you can skip all the lessons and just get the fucking money.
You're right.
And
Makes sense.
Fact, because like in my
That's why
head,
people go broke so fast.
because you don't know how to manage, you don't know how to do nothing, and like when you get something that's instantly like that,
Yeah.
you don't know how to value it. Because once you get something, it's not really handed to you, but like something like that, like crypto shit, you flip something, you get $86 million. It's like you didn't work hard for it, so you don't know how to manage it. You don't know
You don't know how to work.
the value of the dollar.
Yeah, you
It's-
don't know.
Like it's kind of shitty because it's like you get all that money so fast, and you don't go through life. It teaches you the good, the bad, the indifferent, like how to invest properly, how to do this properly. It's just like you don't go through life in order for you to learn how to even just use that money properly.
No experience.
No experience.
influence, all these things you learn lessons along the way. By the time you had the money, you learned a lot about life.
Yeah.
But now you can skip all the lessons and just get the fucking money.
You're right.
And these dudes are a mess, right? So wealth is the worst thing that can happen to people.
True.
So we talk about how money attracts girls. No, it fucking doesn't. Because in the realm of a beautiful woman, everybody's rich. She will only go on dates with a man who has a nice car and pays for dinner. She may not know who's richer than the other, but in her view, men just have money.
Right.
I talk to beautiful women, like genuine tens. Oh, well, men have money. They don't even consider some men are poor, 'cause they've never spoken to one.
Yeah.
They don't know. All men just have money from the
Right.
sky. Men just have money.
That's a great point.
It's just normal for them, right? It's kind of like having arms, right? It's like it's not enough to attract her, but she just expects it to be there. It's like, oh yeah, you have money, and if you don't have money, she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
So if you do,
So she has to then choose between really the guys, they all have money to begin with. So now she's looking actually to the next layer.
completely. So now all the other qualities come in.
Given.
So money will qualify you to try. That's it.
Yeah.
It's not going to attract a woman purely unless you're literally paying her day rate and she's a hooker. So people talk about money attracting women. I know a bunch of dorks with a bunch of money and no pussy.
Yeah.
Because I was like, 'cause you're still a fucking nerd, G.
Yeah.
You're still a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Like, you just
God, I missed that word.
The money could only go so,
So
far.
far.
And like how you said, it's like an onion. How many? What the layers to
How
this
many
shit?
layers?
It's layers to this shit. You feel me?
Ooh.
And so it's just like
He's speaking facts though.
it's
I
like
can't lie about anything that he said.
it's like But it's crazy that some females literally think like every nigga got money. But it's like the only reason they think that's because dudes will put on the front. Dudes will rent a car. Will get Airbnb.
Oh my gosh.
Will show you a whole nine.
I heard some horrible stories yesterday. Private jet, everything. Guy ended up being a scammer.
It's like but the thing is, dudes do all this for pussy.
But it's crazy. But it's just so wild when like they get exposed and it's just like now they're back small.
Yeah, but they small to that person now. They about to go on and do it again to somebody else.
Yeah.
It's like all right, let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it. Let's keep doing it.
Gosh.
But it's just like they chasing girls instead of chasing money. You feel me?
Or the clout. Or just like the attention.
He's like instead of actually doing it, they got scammed their way into it.
Yeah. They're just faking it.
Until they make it, but it's not even faking until they make it because they never made it.
Exactly.
Like
That's so sad.
It's wild.
It's like feeding your ego a
bunch of
lie.
money and no
Like
pussy. Because I was like, 'cause you're still a fucking nerd, G.
Yeah.
You're still a fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Like, you just
God, I missed that word.
They are nerds. I use that word purposely.
No, I
Because
miss it.
it's intrinsic. It's like back to school.
No.
Yeah.
You're a nerd.
We're fucking nerds,
I was a
dude.
nerd. I am a nerd.
Yeah.
And money amplifies. I say this all the time. If you see a dude get out a Lambo, and you're a fucking nerd. If you see a dude get out a Lambo and he's a skinny little guy with glasses, you're like, oh, tech dork, total nerd. If you see a guy get out a Lambo and he's big, tall, strong, cobra tattooed, big G, you're like, okay, mafia boss. It amplifies.
Yes.
The Lambo amplifies. It doesn't change who you are.
Yeah.
And money's the same. Money's an amplifier.
Well, because you were this guy before.
I think about to say something.
No. It makes sense though.
Amplifies.
Yes.
The Lambo amplifies. It doesn't change who you are.
Yeah.
And money's the same. Money's an amplifier.
Well, because you were this guy before you had a lot of money. I suspect you had your swag before.
I miss being poor. I loved it. I loved being broke. I loved going out thinking, I need to find a bitch tonight because I need something to sleep. I miss those days.
Can I tell you how I knew this one was a winner, by the way?
Tell me.
So I met Tommy Buns when he was just 23 years old.
Wait.
Okay.
Are they in a relationship?
Them two?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I just assume so. I just I know you can't. So.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back to the story.
I knew he was a fucking winner. I've said this before on this podcast. Because he carried himself like a fucking winner. We didn't have 2 dimes to rub together for quite a minute, my love.
Yeah.
But I knew the way he carried himself, he was a capable man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always had it, the hustle, the vibe in him
like,
too.
yeah.
It's like an ego boost. Like, talk your shit. Pop your shit. Pop your shit, twin.
Tell him about me.
On. Let me hear. I forgot. Let me remind me. Remind
He's
me.
sitting there like this.
Like, I know where it's going.
Like, shit, you right.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm a winner.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he always had it, the hustle, the vibe in him too. Like, he's not gonna be some fucking loser, dude. I knew it.
I also, when I saw it, I was like, hey, bitch.
And he did.
You know,
That's Cap.
Yeah, she know that's cap, and he know that's cap. But the thing is, I like how like even with her, she don't get like offended because she know that he's joking around.
Yeah, I feel like after a while, you know your partner.
Yeah, it's a little jokey joke. You feel me? Some females get like, you just
Hey,
call me
bitch.
like what the? Like, come on now.
Vibe in him too. Like, he's not gonna be some fucking loser, dude. I knew it.
I also, when I saw it, I was like, hey, bitch.
And he did.
Like that.
no, but you know what? That's a really important point because the world often talks about fake it till you make it, and I'm like, no, there's nothing fake about belief. There's nothing. I knew I was going to be the big G before I was the big G. There's nothing fake about belief.
Right.
I knew what I was going to be. Like, there's nothing fake about belief. So if you truly believe, then it can be carried, and women can detect that.
Yeah.
Women are always with guys with ambition. You don't need to have the money. You need to have the ambition. They can feel it, and if they can feel it, and they know you're about it, then that's enough. You don't actually need the physical cash.
No,
Like,
that's
I'm
what I
gonna
tell
stand
girls.
behind you. Like, I'm gonna stand behind you because I know
Because the drive you got is
we're
impeccable.
gonna get there, you know, and I'll help you while we're at the bottom.
You feel me? Because
Like, I will be your backbone.
when you find somebody like that, do not lose that because some people so flawed and they only
real.
want you when you're already up there.
Or just, I don't know, they just don't believe in the process. Like, it's just like, Andrew G.
Top G.
Andrew Tate wasn't who he is now. He had to go through the trials and tribulations that he went through to become who he is now.
Exactly.
And like,
He had a mentality to do so.
and when you're with somebody and you see that, you have to understand like, we gonna go through some shit. But I see something in him, but I already know things ain't gonna be sweet this whole time.
And like I feel like
life happens.
And some people they just want it right now.
Exactly.
They want the person.
You can't. Like, it's just like you said, you can't get rich quick.
No.
Because once you do, you don't even have the knowledge behind it or the experience or nothing. Like, you didn't learn anything.
You don't know how to appreciate it. And that same like within like a relationship. If you get somebody that's already at the top of the pedestal, you feel me? It's like now it's just like they might look at you as like, okay, you're just like a leech. Like they not gonna appreciate you because it's like you didn't really go through it with them. You feel me?
Yeah.
But some people, if you already got yourself established as well, so it's like y'all work together. It's like okay, cool, because you know how hard it is to actually work for something.
Facts.
You feel me? But if you never worked for something hard day in your life, how can you appreciate it? Relationship wise, money wise,
That's
like
so
how? So it's like people want it right now. But if you get somebody for you that's like while you at the bottom, keep them. Cause they know, they see it in you. You feel me?
They believe.
You know.
You need to have the money. You need to have the ambition. They can feel it, and if they can feel it, and they know you're about it, then that's enough. You don't actually need the physical cash.
No, that's what I tell girls when they're looking, 20-year-old, 30-year-old women with me. How do I find? I go, look at the guy that's got the hustle. I don't give a fuck if he's a garbage man, but he's got that hustle to be the best fucking, or maybe he wants to own a chain of garbage. It's
You
what
gotta
it's gonna
motivate
be.
him though.
Not now.
You gotta remind him of his dream. Like, you can't like, okay, you can get the garbage man, and then like I feel like sometimes like life would just have you in this what do you call it, like rat race, or whatever. But you have to be like, babe, remember you wanted to like own a chain of them. Like, let's start moving towards that. Like, let's pivot towards this direction. Like, we got the money coming in from this, but now let's like, how can we move towards this?
Yeah, because it's like sometimes like you do hit a wall and you just need that person
it's
that's
like
kind of
that
like
plateau.
this like guidance in a sense, or it's just like push. Because it's like sometimes it gets hard. It gets fucking hard.
With anybody.
Anybody, and people know it's like, yeah, you can have the discipline, all discipline in the world, but it gets so fucking hard. Once you just have that person or anybody around you that's like willing to just be like, keep going.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, You're right. You're right.
You just
Fuck.
gotta remind
Come on.
them.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going. You feel me?
Man, but he's got that hustle to be the best fucking, or maybe he wants to own a chain of garbage. It's what it's going to be later, not now.
Hello,
I
and
like
thank
her. I like her.
I like this video.
That was true facts.
Like I like this. Hey, look. Stop being poor.
Stop being poor.
Go-
Damn, I forgot that's what it was called.
Look. Go look yourself in the eyes in the bathroom. Tell yourself you a bitch, and you know you a bitch. Tell yourself you poor, and you know you poor. Own that shit first. Now win. Now
Motivate
win.
yourself. Motivate the people around you. Motivate your man. Like,
You feel me?
even the females watching this,
It's just-
do the same thing, bro.
Hey, look, she y'all advocate now. She done been crowned. She y'all advocate. She tell y'all to get up your ass and get y'all bag. You feel me? Andrew G. Andrew G.
Stop being poor.
Oh my God.
That's how we're gonna end
You
it.
feel me? Like